Good morning, guys. If you guys are new to this channel, I don't normally do a meal plan with me video for my normal YouTube. I do the grocery hauls, but I actually do a meal plan with me video for the VIP members. So if you're a VIP member and you're seeing this, this is actually open to everyone on YouTube because I'm going back to doing fortnightly shops. So I really wanted to do a meal plan with me video so everyone could actually see how I plan out for a fortnight and how I make a budget work and how I stretch the money and stuff like that. The reason I actually switched to weekly for a little while because I couldn't keep up with the kids eating. I had a flybuys deal where if I shopped every week for 4 weeks, a certain amount at Coles, I actually got a huge amount of money back. I got nearly $100 back in the end, which is awesome for us. And I still stayed within my budget and everything, but if I shop fortnightly or I shop monthly, I do save a lot more money. I'm actually going to put a link below to a blog post I did, weekly versus monthly grocery shopping, so you can see the pros and cons and things and where I've sort of sat with it and how I got to doing fortnightly shops. But I'm switching back at the moment. The other thing is I couldn't keep up. I have a 7-year-old, which is Joseph, and a 2-year-old, which is Isabella, and I couldn't keep up with the eating. We were in the middle of school holidays and stuff, and I just couldn't keep up with the food and stuff doing it for the fortnight. Isabella's now eating a lot of what Joseph's eating, so it's kind of evened out a bit, so I can plan a lot better with the kids. So yeah, I'm changing back to fortnightly, one, to save a lot more money because you'd actually do, and two, the kids of eating has evened out and stuff, and 3 is so I've got that day back again, because every week a normal person doing their grocery shopping and meal planning and stuff, it will take no time at all. That's the beauty of doing meal planning. For me, because I do videos of the grocery hauls, and I also do videos for the VIP lounge with the meal plan with me videos, it takes 2 days out of my week, full days, because I've got to set things up, video, all that kind of stuff. So I need to take that time back and then I can concentrate every second week on putting more content up for the VIP members on the This Mum at Home blog, and more videos for you guys, and then also just on the This Mum at Home normal blog and the channels and everything. I can concentrate on doing more of that. So that's where I'm at, and I'll have more time for the kids, because when school holidays was here, I mean, that was a lot to take out of the school holidays for Joseph. So there were 2 days that we could have been doing other things together, and we couldn't because Mummy was busy working. So that's where we're at. So if you're not a VIP member, you can join on the This Mum at Home blog for $4.95 Australian dollars per month. So if you're in the US, it's a lot less, obviously, but you get lots of free things. You get all my printables, so my meal planning printables for free, other inspirational printables for free. You get exclusive blog posts and videos, that kind of stuff. You also get the meal plan with me video, which will happen every fortnight now. So you get to see what's in my fridge, pantry, freezers, all of that every time I go to do a grocery shop. So you get to see that, and you can meal plan with me. People love it. So if you guys enjoy that type of thing, and if you enjoy this video, join up. And basically the VIP lounge just helps support me being able to be at home and do this for you guys, and for my work as such. I am also a photographer, so I've got a couple of other things there, but I try to do this so I can stay home as much as possible with the kids while they're little and growing up. Joseph's in school, Isabella's not yet, so this is what I'm hoping to sort of build up. And This Mum at Home blog, if you don't know, is all about simplifying a busy mum's life, which is me. I get no sleep, so pop on the blog and have a look at that, and yeah, stick around on the channel if you want to see daily vlogs and stuff. So I think today the first place we'll go is outside to my chest freezer. My chest freezer is in our shed because we can't fit it in the house. We have a very small fridge and freezer, which I'm actually doing. If you've seen today's vlog that I've just done, that's why I'm looking a bit wrecked today. It's raining, it's windy, it's crazy, and I've been out buying storage solutions for the kids' bedrooms and some other stuff. I've done a Kmart shopping haul, so go and check that video out. But I'm also have some containers and things I've got for my fridge because I have such a small space. I'm trying to utilize that, so I'm going to do a separate video on that, so make sure you check that out. But I'm going to take you out to the chest freezer so you can see what I've got out there today, and we can sort of, and after that we'll go fridge and freezer and all that kind of stuff, and yeah, then we'll get planning. Okay, freezer. So I have Kievs here, some lemon chicken. I don't think I'm going to work, I might work this into the meal plan, but not that. I think I'm going to save that for the next fortnight, just because we already had it like a few days ago, and I think I want to have a bit of a break from it. That's my farmhouse chicken. which I was going to have as well. I've got a couple of those left. I didn't end up having, we had other things pop up, so we did something else for dinner. There's some carbonara left. I might actually save those for the next week, like the next fortnight. I'm not sure. Normally I would put all this stuff into the actual meal planning and save a little bit, but there's a few different things that I actually want to have. Because it's been so cold, I want to have some roasts and things, so I'm probably going to put this into the next one and save more money in that fortnight anyway. Raisin toast, I might pull that out and bring it in. What's that? Turkish rolls. Yummy, we have those for lunch. I've got shredded cheese there. It's all good. Chicken tenders. We kind of have them for lunches and stuff, and some of this we could actually have for lunch too if we really want to, but I'll probably keep it for the main meals. Yeah, there's not a lot going in here. I'm definitely out of milk. If you don't know, I've been freezing milk because we buy so much of it for bottles and for cereal and stuff, so I've been freezing it so I didn't have to go to the shop like every day or so. So I'm definitely going to fill the freezer up with some milk. Okay, so now my pantry. This is my pantry. If you're new to the channel, I organise my pantry like this just because it works for me. It's functional and it keeps everything clean and neat. It's kind of on a rotation system where I have like stock behind and then I bring it forward for that week or whatever. So this is how I make my pantry run. If you're a VIP member, you can go back and look at the video of me explaining all of this and the actual pantry tour. And then also if you're a VIP member, you can get the labels for free. There's lots of labels. I think there's around 40 labels on the This Mum at Home store as a printable that you can actually print off. If you're a VIP member, you get them for free, but otherwise they're in the store for people to buy. They're not that expensive if they're a digital download, but this is kind of how I organise my pantry because I have such a small space. But it is a bit dark in here, just to let you know if you're new, because my light is blown. But anyway, we'll go through and see what we've got going. I'll start at the bottom. So noodles and pasta. I've got enough pasta there for us if we have spaghetti or something. What have we got? Some noodles. We usually have noodles on the weekends or for lunches or something like that with the kids. Generally on the weekends for kids. Or I might have them for a snack or a lunch during the week or something like that. But I might just get one more packet because it's a pack of 5, I think, for $1 at Aldi. So I might get some of those. Johnny's noodles are out, so I might get some of those. I'll have a think about that. He hasn't really been eating them lately. This is potato and onions. I'm definitely going to need some washed potatoes because I'm going to do baked potatoes. And I'll probably need a brushed bag, seeing as it's for 2 weeks. So I'll probably get that as well. I don't think there's anything at the back apart from my... what's that, rice cooker, and that's it. This is biscuits, and when I say biscuits, I mean like any biscuits, dry biscuits, sweet biscuits, like little tiny teddy type things. Joseph doesn't generally have these at school. These are just for at home sort of thing. Shapes, we have because they were on special, so we get these, and we've had them as a little treat actually today. But normally I would break these down to little bags and maybe sparingly use them with the kids. But Joseph doesn't have these at school either. I'll show you what he actually has if we're new. Saladas. I've got a few saladas. This is where I put my opened biscuits. So there's a few in there. I've got a packet of these are like Ritz type thing. They're really yummy, but they're the Aldi brand, which is called Tops, which looks the same. There's another bag, a box of shapes there. So I won't need any actual biscuits. I might get some more saladas just because it'd be nice to have those, or we'll get sick of these over 2 weeks. So I might get saladas. They're cheap at Aldi. They're only around $2.50, I think there. This one is our snack bucket. This is where the kids know to go and Johnny knows to go. Usually I'm going to need more of those. I've still got these. Oh, there's not many, but I don't think I'll buy these. I think what I will get is rice cakes. I'm out of rice cakes out of there, and Isabel's been loving them, so I'm going to get some more of those, and she might sort of be away from these now. I was giving her these before I discovered she could actually eat rice cakes and not choke on them, because she chokes on everything. So we'll probably stop buying these and buy rice cakes instead. And she likes them plain, or I can put Vegemite or something on them, but she just prefers plain. Little fruit cups. I generally have these as if I've run out of fruit, and I'll put them in Joseph's lunchbox every couple of days or something, maybe. I don't know, just as a thing, but we go through them. Sometimes Johnny will eat them out of the cupboard and stuff as well. So I might get maybe one more packet of 4 for there. Potato curls is what I send to school with Joseph instead of shapes and things. Not every day. This is probably every second or so day. They are a lot healthier than having shapes, tiny teddies, that kind of stuff. So I do prefer to put these in. Otherwise, on an alternate day, we have popcorn, which is the Aldi popcorn. If you watch the grocery haul, you'll see these, and these are great. They're under $3 for that big bag, and they're just salted, that's it. So he loves it, and Isabella's studying popcorn, so that's even better. These are expensive. They're about $5 for a pack of 10, but I don't know, I like them. I just use them sparingly with the kids, and they're good for us too, instead of eating like actual chips, but we don't eat them every day or anything. Nuts, these are going okay. I might get some more random muesli, but oh, sultanas, I need more sultanas. Isabella loves sultanas. Joseph not so much, but she has them, so there's not much going on in the snack bucket. I usually have a couple of Rafferties here just in case we go out, and I just grab them quickly for Isabella. They're usually the carrot ones. She loves them, so she thinks they're yogurt. So we'll have those. They're good to have in the bag. So I've only got popcorn behind there, so not much going on in these areas either, but I really don't need a lot. Like, I don't need a lot of biscuits or anything. I'll get a lot more cheese and fruits and stuff like that. The kids eat a lot of that stuff now, so, but a lot of this is for school sort of lunches, which is what I do in here. I'm going to do a separate video of my lunchbox meal planning. I'll show you my sheet and everything in a minute, but Joseph's lunchbox, I'll put in for, if it's for a week, I'll put it in here, or if it's for 2 weeks, that's better. I will put everything I'm going to use into here. Everyone knows not to go into this bucket. It just means that I'm not running out of stuff because everyone's eating everything out of here. So I always have stuff on hand for Joseph's lunchbox because it's pre-planned. So I think this is pretty empty because I've packed Joseph's lunchbox for tomorrow. Ooh, one muesli bar. So I will definitely fill this up again, obviously tomorrow after I've done the groceries for the next 2 weeks. What have we got here? Oh, muesli. This is really yummy. This is that Jordan one, and we have that with yogurt and just as a snack by itself, that kind of stuff. So it's going okay. I don't think I really need any more of that. This is my meal basis. So I have stuff in here like rice, which is here, but I've got enough there. I've got stir fry sauce. I got that because it was on special. I don't think I'm going to have stir fry. There's a lot of things here that you'll see today that generally I would put that into the meal plan to save money, but because like I said, I want to do a lot of roasts and stuff over the next week, I am not going to. So I'm just going to work within my budget as normal and try not to go over it, and save these for the next grocery haul. So you'll have to see what I get in the next grocery haul. Oh, baked beans. We just have these for lunches, like if Joseph's home, or if we're having something and the kids don't like it, I'll give them that. But I think that's just soup. We have a lot of soup for lunches, so it's freezing cold here, guys. And I've got things here. So I'm going to use the bolognese here. There is a recipe on the VIP lounge for anyone that joins up, not using this, but actually making my own spaghetti bolognese. But when this Legos is on special, I love it. So I grab it, and it was on special. So I grabbed that. I've got 2 jars, but I'm going to use one of them for a Hawaiian chicken bake sort of thing. So if you're a VIP member, watch out for that recipe because that'll be coming up over the next couple of weeks. But I don't need any more of that. Spare baked beans. What's that? I think that's chicken stock. More soup, so that's all good. Applesauce there. I actually prefer the jar of applesauce because this is just a bit, it's not sweetened to this and we just didn't like it. So we're planning on having roast pork, so I'll get a jar and maybe get rid of those, I think. Not much else in here at the moment. These are my cake decorations. I don't need to go into there. That's like sprinkles and coconut, spare coconut, that kind of stuff. Otherwise, everything's sort of in here to find. So I'm going to need breadcrumbs because I'm doing rosemary lamb cutlets there, but maybe some self-raising flour. I'm out of that, so I might get that. But otherwise, what have I got? Baking soda, sugar's good. Yeah, I'm pretty good here, so that's all good. Bread we get for free because Johnny's a baker, so we don't have to pay for bread, so that's no need to worry about that. Cereals, I'll need some more Nutri-Grain or Power Grain as we buy, because we don't buy the Nutri-Grain brand because it's too expensive. Joseph has that every morning for breakfast. He loves it. So we'll get more of that. I'm actually going to get the Wheat Bix Fruity Bites, I think they're called. They're on special and we love those, so we're going to get those for that there. This is sort of our drink station. So we normally have a sugar-free lemonade in here for the kids to have just one drink with their lunch or with their dinner. Otherwise they drink water through the day, that's it. So that's pretty good. some sugar-free stuff here. Cordial, that should be right for the next 2 weeks. I don't really drink a lot of. This is for our soda stream machine, so that's my one. Johnny's ran out of his, but he's been good just wanting cordial at the moment, so we'll stick with that until probably summer a bit for him. And I usually buy bottles of water, like a big 24 pack, which I'm nearly out, I think. Yeah, they're just easy for me to grab and take in the car because I get so thirsty when I'm out, and instead of buying drinks I just have these, and they're so cheap. So I might get some more water. I'll see how I go on the budget. Otherwise I'll probably just stick with that at the moment. I got peanut butter's good, Vegemite's good, more sugar, oils are all good. I've got like olive oil, vegetable oil, that kind of stuff. Honey's good. I use this in recipes mainly, but not really needing it at the moment. Here are my, I'm having roast, and I'm going to have these, what do you call it, potato bake. It's like scalloped potato, so I'm going to have that. What have I got here? Oh, I don't know why I've got that. Must be on special or something. And French onion, that's for apricot chicken I do. Yeah, there's not much. I don't need anything in here. That's fine. This is just vegeta. There's vegeta if you guys are VIP members and you've seen some of my recipes with that. This is what it is. So it's really nice. So it goes well with a lot of things. You don't really need salt if you put that into it for sure. So my fridge is looking pretty bare. It's pretty small. Oh my god, excuse the apples. This is Isabella, look at her. She takes bites of apples and then leaves them, so I have to put them in the fridge so they don't go bad. So they're here. What have I got? Yogurt. I actually bought this today because I needed it for Isabella and for myself. We were out of it and I thought, well, I'll get it today, so I did. Sauces are good, dressing's good, sauce, milk. It's not too bad, but I'm going to get heaps more milk for the actual freezer. Johnny must have put that in there. I think he wanted some cold water. Margarine's good. Crumpets. Oh, we bought them as a little snack. I love crumpets, but I forget to buy them. Ham. I'm going to need more ham. You'll have to watch the grocery haul to see what ham I get. I get this big pack from Aldi and it's awesome. It lasts me like 2 to 3 weeks. So we do eat a lot of ham, just like in sandwiches for lunches and stuff like that. They're little tortillas which are left over from our tacos that we had because we had the boats, but then Isabella loves them. So like these, so I've got extra so we could do little wraps for her for lunch and for us as well and stuff. So she had that with dinner instead of the boats. Avocado, tomato, custards. I'll get more of the custards. They're from Aldi. What have I got in here? Oh, a cucumber, carrots. So I'll get more carrots. I'll get another cucumber from this really cheap vegetable shop I've sort of discovered. It's so cheap. It's really cheap. Like the carrots, bag of carrots are $1 and they're awesome. So I'll probably get quite a few of that. So I'm out of things like strawberries, blueberries, red capsicum, green capsicum, lettuce, all that kind of stuff. I always have in our fridge a bowl of salad like this because we eat this nearly every night with our dinner with whatever we're having. I didn't have it for a little while because it's just so cold right now, but I really wanted it back. Like the fresh salad is awesome and the kids love it. So they eat more of this than what they'll eat as cooked vegetables, so it's good to have in the fridge and it's healthy for us to have for lunches and stuff. So that's there. Just this lunchbox pack for tomorrow. This is a vegetable soup which I have. Okay, and my freezer, this is very little, guys. That's why we have the big chest freezer. But basically the stuff that's in here is for the week or 2 weeks. Basically, if whatever I can fit in here I just bring from the back freezer. The back freezer is really a, you know, storage for a bit longer sort of time frame. So we have the main sort of stuff in here as we need it, especially for main meals and stuff that I need through the week. But it's a bit messy at the moment, but I've got bits and pieces left over. So some chips there which I'll just throw in for the kids on lunch or something like that. Some dim sims, we steam those generally, Johnny and I. There's some few party pies left, not many though, but we won't buy any more of those. Chicken breast fingers. Steggles have some new product coming out that looks like, we really like the Steggles chicken, by the way, so we get this when it's on special, never full price because it's like $7 a box. But we bought the tenders, we liked those, and we get these, and the kids will have these like if we're having something and they won't eat it, like I don't know, like a lamb cutlets or something which we're going to have, they probably won't eat those, so we'll probably give them this with their vegetables instead of those. So we have these. but they're bringing out another one that's more like a popcorn chicken, I think. So I might get them this week if I can find them in our store. Some bacon, some beans there. I might get bacon, or maybe not. There's plenty there. We don't have bacon every morning. We do have eggs a lot though, just like boiled eggs or whatever eggs, you know, French toast and stuff. So we might just have that, I think. Oh, these are, I might pull these out for lunch for tomorrow. These are my vegetable and bacon fritters, guys. These are delicious. They're on the VIP lounge, VIP members. If you guys want to know that recipe, they were so yummy. So I might actually pull them out. I've got donuts in here. I'd freeze them. We weren't keen on these ones. I think these were Coles or Woolworths, but we generally get the Aldi ones, which are only $2 for a pack of 6, but they're really nice. They were really moist. These are not so great. They were pretty dry and stuff, so, but I freeze them because, you know, once or twice a week, Joseph will, I'll put that in his lunchbox as a little treat. So we have them in there so they don't go bad. What else have I got in here? Oh, there's some bolognese there, which I'm going to use for baked potatoes. Some ice cream. There's a bit left there. I won't buy any more dessert. Maybe jelly. That'll be the only thing. This is my frozen bag stuff that I have, which is looking pretty empty as well. But I've got one bag of broccoli left. What's that? That's grated zucchini, which I generally put in casseroles or my Moroccan lamb parcels. I do that with these. Spaghetti bolognese, lasagna, that kind of stuff. So that will be fine to stay there. I think that's celery, which I put in my vegetable soup, and spinach, which I freeze spinach like this because when it's frozen, then I go like this and break it up into little pieces, and then we put in egg and stuff. So, but that's all good. There's plenty there for that. There's a little bit of shredded cheese left. Butter, I freeze butter so it doesn't go moldy, because it does sometimes if I forget to use it or I leave it out for too long. So I use butter in my recipe, like in cooking stuff like cakes and stuff like that. I use margarine for sandwiches and toast and that, because we just prefer that. So not much going on in there, guys. Okay, so if you guys are new, I'll explain all these little printables that I've got here. All these can be found on the This Mum at Home blog for a small price, or if you're a VIP member, like I keep saying, you can get these all for free and download everything off there. But I use my printables, absolutely. I created them for myself to use, and that's how they ended up on the blog. But I'll explain a couple of these just for new people that are subscribed. If you're existing and you're sick of this, just skip this part. But I will go through everything that we're planning and stuff as well. But just as a quick thing, this is just a sheet that has 40 dinner theme ideas. So if you're stuck on thinking on what to meal plan, or you just want something different, this is a really great go-to. This is actually free in a meal planning pack if you subscribe to the free section on the This Mum at Home blog. So if you do want a meal planning sheet, which, where is it? It's here somewhere, this one, which actually goes for a month. So if you're weekly, fortnightly, monthly shopping, that will work for everything. So you get that for free when you subscribe free on the actual This Mum at Home blog. But that comes in there as well, along with this, our family favorites sheet as well. So this is just ideas. I update this every sort of, you know, summer and then winter sort of thing. And I go through this with everyone else in the family and say, hey, what do you really like? And just to put ideas down. So it's a bit of a go-to for me at times if I'm stuck thinking about what actually to cook and put on my meal planning. So that's really good. This is my wish list. So this is this is for things where, you know, the kids go, oh, I wish I had Oreos. I wish I had Joseph wants Cabana. You know, Isabella always wants cupcakes. But I really want lamb cutlets, that kind of stuff. I just have an ongoing list here. So when someone mentions something, I pop it down, and then, you know, I surprise them with it. Like, it might not be that week that I write it down, but it might be like the next week, or if something's on special, I'll grab them. So I have a bit of an ongoing list now. So this is my wish list. And then also down in this bottom section, I actually put, well, I put my Flybuys deals now that I think maybe I might grab stuff, and how much the points are and stuff. It really depends on my groceries on whether it's worth it. So, but I listed here as maybe as a go-to sort of thing. And then I generally put the actual specials from the Coles catalogue that I'm actually after. If you don't know, I shop at Coles because of all the Flybuy points, because I make hundreds of dollars a year in Flybuys dollars, which I spend on Christmas and gifts and clothes for the kids, all that kind of stuff. So I'm a big Coles spender with the Flybuys and try to grab those, but these are the specials that are out at the moment that I might want to get, so I might add those on depending on how my budget is this week with my list. This is my lunchbox meal planner, which you can use this if you're working or you've got kids or whatever. I use this to plan out Joseph's lunchbox, so I make sure I'm not short on anything, and I've got a more of a balanced diet in his actual lunchbox. Drinks always water because that's what they have at school and that's it. So I'll put things like, okay, he wants ham sandwiches every day at the moment. A lunch order there just makes me plan ahead. We always have apples. He goes through apples like there's no tomorrow. I've got strawberries. I'll probably buy some blueberries, carrot sticks in there on a day where I'll probably have cheese and biscuits, which I just cut up my own cheese and put little dry biscuits in there like saladas or something. Custard every now and then, that kind of stuff. Muesli bars we always have every day in there. This part here will be like the snack item, which will be like popcorn or potato curls. What else have I got in here? I think down here I've got rice cakes, that kind of stuff. I try to put the rice cakes in in the grain sort of section. I try to have a really balanced thing, so I don't try to put a lot of junk in there if I can help it. But he is a kid that will go straight to strawberries because he loves them, and apples and stuff like that first anyway, but they're good. A lot of this stuff too, like if it's packaged, if he doesn't eat it, which happens, then I can put it in next day, and I've saved some stuff there, so it's good. I've put a few donuts on here, like a couple there, just as a treat, but otherwise that's pretty much standard on what I've sort of got for him. But this just helps me keep on track, and I will be doing a lunchbox meal planning vlog as well, so you can see how I plan out Joseph's, and then I'll go through my snack box system as well for that, because I do it in the fridge as well, in the top shelf there. But yeah, that's that. And then this is everything I use when I do my meal planning, guys. So a lot of this will keep running from week to week, obviously, so I'm not filling it out every time. Like this one here is a daily meal plan just for me, so this is good for people that are single or just wanting to look after what they're eating like I am. I am so busy I forget to eat sometimes, and then I'll just grab whatever's quick. So this is more of a reminder for me to say, hey, you could have muesli and yogurt right now, or rice cakes, instead of just grabbing whatever on the go. So it's a bit of a plan, and I just have it as a reference. But there's a section here for water to remind you to drink water, that kind of stuff. So this is actually really awesome if you're trying to, or if you're on some sort of eating plan or whatever. This is really good that you could fill this out as well. So this is available on the actual blog. And then here is the main pages that I'm going to talk about today. So we have my monthly meal planning sheet. Mine is looking really messy. Sorry, guys. You can see that I've done it. So I'm planning for a fortnight. I'm just trying to find a blank one to show you, so you can see what it looks like without it being messy. But this is what it looks like. Just very basic, very simple, but this is what works really well for me. So I created that for me after many trials of doing what I was doing. So my fortnight now, or my weeks, usually go from a Wednesday through to a Tuesday. So in this case, it's going to go for 2 weeks. It's very messy today. I'm so sorry, guys. I was really trying to rush through this because I had a lot on. But the top section here is breakfast, lunch, and snacks. For me, this is more of a reminder list and saying, hey, this is what you could have, this is what the kids could have, and then I go off this for my grocery list as well. So breakfast is usually always the same for us. All this is usually pretty much the same unless I throw something new in, but breakfast we have, like I said, Johnny and I have eggs a lot. Isabella will have them. Joseph doesn't like them anymore, so we'll have those a lot. We do not have bacon every day. We might have it once a week, if that. And then I thought, oh, mushrooms, tomato, capsicum, because we'll throw it in if we're doing scrambled or something like that. And then cereal, there's a couple of cereals we like. So like the Nutri-Grain or home brand Nutri-Grain, like Power Grain, and the Wheat Bix Fruit Bites. And toast, obviously we'll just have that too as well. Lunches, we have a lot of toasted sandwiches with cheese, ham, tomato, that kind of stuff. Same with the Turkish rolls, or chicken and avocado is really good as well. At the moment, because it's so cold, it's under 10 degrees, we have a lot of soup. So I'm having a lot of tomato soup, my vegetable soup that I make up, that kind of stuff. And then sandwiches here. Joseph doesn't have peanut butter when he goes to school because it's got
peanuts in it, and there are children allergic and stuff. He's not allowed to have it at school, so that's more or less for weekends for the kids, and he loves having that on the weekends. But otherwise at school he'll pretty much have ham or Vegemite for pretty much for those. But I've just put a reminder here, hey, there's salad, have salad and ham, or salad and chicken, or something like that. Also on a lunchtime we might have, on the weekend we'll have like noodles, or you know, steamed dim sims or something like that. Snacks are pretty standard for us. We have muesli bars, yogurt, custard, muesli, that muesli I showed you that you just snack on, rice cakes, fruit, cheese and biscuit sort of plattery things I try to make up on the weekend sometimes. Fruit, lots of fruit. We go through so much fruit here. My kids love it. And we try to eat more of it obviously too, but they go through a lot of it. Apples, I'm always at the shop getting more apples through the week because we just do run out. Bananas, we have those, strawberry, blueberries, sultanas. Grapes is another thing when they're in season we'll have when they've come down in price, and same with blueberries. We don't usually have blueberries if they're $7 a punnet. We'll only have them if they're under $4 a punnet, so which is right now in most places, so I have got them on the list. Potato curls, carrot sticks and dip, nuts. They're just little reminders anyway of what we can sort of have. And then down here, well, actually I'll go through this first. So the dinner part, when I do my meal planning, I take into account a few things. So one is the day of the week, because if it's at the end of the week, I'm exhausted, Joseph's exhausted from school, all that kind of stuff. So we tend to have more simple things towards like a Friday as such. The weekends, if you know, one day on that weekend we'll have a really simple dinner, because we'll be out doing something usually. And then like on a Wednesday night we'll have takeaway because we have basketball. So I always take into account the day of the week, things that we might have on, if it's school holidays or not, and temperature. That's temperature is a big one for us because, you know, winters are really, really cold, summers are really, really hot, so we'll have more meats and salads and stuff in summer, whereas here we'll have a lot more roasts and things, because I can cook them in the kitchen, it doesn't affect me. But in summertime, if it's really hot, I don't want to be in the kitchen cooking because it just gets way too hot and it heats up the house. So we do a lot more cold meats and things like that in summer, but that's kind of how I plan. Everything's very flexible with meal planning. I'll put a link below to a blog post on meal planning, just a basics, simple how to start. And I do have an ebook coming out sometime this year. I'm still working on it, but it's a really big one that, you know, you guys might enjoy if you like meal planning and you want to do better at that kind of stuff. But it's got a lot of, the blog post has a lot of basic steps to it and what you do, but the one thing is you need to be flexible. Just because I've written this, okay, Tuesday we're having that, doesn't mean I have to. This is just a really good reference, so I don't have to. I'm planned for the groceries. I'm not out buying extra stuff. I'm not doing things at the last minute. Like, I'm pre-planned a lot, especially if I've made something like this with a star on it. When I make this, I'm going to freeze some to go into the next week, so I can just pull that quickly out of the freezer, which is going to be awesome. But if something pops up unexpected on that night, like a friend's house for dinner or something like that, then obviously I'm not going to have that night, so we'll just change it. Or if it becomes a busy night, I won't do a roast, obviously, because I don't have time. So just be flexible with your meal planning, but it's a really good go-to. It saves me a lot of money because I'm not out buying unnecessary things, so it's really good for my groceries. So for my dinners, on a Wednesday night, Joseph has basketball. Previously he had swimming on Tuesdays, so we had takeaways on that night. It's the same now. On a Wednesday we'll have takeaway because I'm just home too late to cook and stuff and exhausted from the day, so we'll be definitely doing that on the takeaway. The takeaway comes out of a different budget. That's more of our fun money, so that's there. Thursday we're going to have baked potatoes, so we like to have, or Johnny likes the bolognese on there, pineapple, coleslaw, cheese, that kind of stuff. The kids like it as well. I don't generally have the bolognese, but I'll have coleslaw and pineapple, that kind of stuff, so I really like that. Sour cream's another thing, which is awesome. Friday I'm cooking my Hawaiian chicken and potato bake, and that will just go with a side of salad. Saturday we'll have Kievs with salad and veggies. Sunday I'll be cooking a roast pork, and that will go into the next night as well, and we'll have either salad and veggies or just veggies. It just depends on the day and if I've run out of my salad. on a Sunday is generally when I have to go back to the shop for more apples and stuff like that, for like the fresh fruit and veggies for the school week. So if I do go there on that day and actually buy some more salad stuff, we might throw some of that in there too. So we'll have that on the Monday as well, more of a leftover. And then Tuesday I'm thinking of having the roast chicken, which is a cooked one. I love those. They're down to like $9 now for the family roast chicken, already pre-cooked. I love the taste at Coles, so we'll get that, and that will last us a couple of nights too for us, and probably some lunches. So we'll have that there with, again, maybe some salad or vegetables. I'll see how we feel that night, and then take away that night, and then we might actually just have rolls that night, because we'll be pretty exhausted, Joseph, that week. We've been towards the end of the week, it gets pretty exhausting for him and for me as well, because we're on the go. So I tried to do, like I said, simple sort of stuff. So we'll probably have that then. And then Friday, it's already cooked, the Hawaiian chicken from that. So I just need to pull out the freezer, heat it up, and we'll throw it with some salad, which will be good. Or you could have it by yourself if you really wanted. On the Saturday here, I'll probably cook a corned beef there, a roast beef, corned beef there, obviously, if you know what that is, with some vegetable salad, and it'll go through the next night too. So generally on that one, we'll probably have, if I don't have that going sort of while we're out and about or whatever, I'll cook that and we'll do something on the Sunday. So I won't have to really cook anything that day. So that's awesome. And then I'm planning on lamb cutlets on that day. I was having another roast chicken, but I decided I want to do my lamb cutlets for you guys on the VIP lounge. So I'm going to have those with some salad, and hopefully that'll last a couple of nights for us as well. So that's what we're having. Try to keep it simple. I try to make sure I'm not cooking every single night. So I'll have like freezer meals I can pull out of the freezer and stuff. Like I said, my freezer at the moment, normally I would have planned that stuff into here, but because I really wanted some roasts this fortnight, just with the weather, I am going to keep them in the freezer for the next fortnight coming up. So it will be something a bit different, which is awesome. So yeah, this section down here is just a reminder basically for extra fresh fruit and veggies, or you know, things I might need. So if I had tacos planned here and here, you know, I might need some extra sour cream or something like that, and I'll put it down here as a reminder, and for an extra budget sort of section, because my whole budget is $200, but then I have a $30 to $50 extra budget for the 2 weeks on getting extra stuff like this. So I've just got in here extra salad, extra milk I'll probably need, and the roast chicken, because obviously that's, you get it on the day because it's hot. So that is my meal plan for the next 2 weeks, guys. Sorry it's so messy. I was in a little bit of a rush today doing this. Just a very chaotic day for me. And so yeah, this is what I've got. Like I said, you can use it for just 1 week, 2 weeks, or a month, whatever you want to use it for. It is free on the blog if you guys want it. It's a 3-pack printable thing that you can sort of get. But go and subscribe there. You'll see it on the actual blog. So lastly is my grocery list and budget. This is a bit of a mess today, and I will explain why, because if you watch my meal plan with me videos, it's generally not this messy. Because I've gone back to doing fortnightly, my budget's $200. But when I added everything up and I thought, oh, I'll get this, I was over. I was up to $245. So this is why I do this sheet. I estimate the prices of everything. So I'm usually over, but I was over by quite a bit. So I've gone back and gone, well, I don't really need chocolate biscuits, so I'll take them off, that kind of stuff. So it is an overestimate generally. I'm pretty good with prices and do know things. I'll be shopping at the vegetable shop, Coles and Aldi. So there's a V, C and A for everything, so I add everything up and I put little C's and V's next to things that I know, okay, I've got to go to Coles, vegetables, that kind of stuff. So the Coles I do online with a Coles click and collect, which is awesome, because if I do it that way, all of this, so my Coles is adding up to at the moment $125, but when I go online and actually put the order in, I can see if it's that or under. If it's going to go over, I will go back through and change things or buy different brands or whatever to make it work. If I have a budget of $200, I stick to it. Like I generally, very, very rarely will I go over my budget. I just adjust my meal planning and do all that to sort of, you know, fit it in. And Aldi's the same. Like I love Aldi so much. I have got a lot of Coles things on here. but there are things at Coles that might be the same price or roughly the same price at Aldi. So now I'm just getting in the click and collect because it saves me a lot of time. I don't have to be out so long grocery shopping. Even though I love it, I'm just too busy. So that's kind of why I do Coles click and collect. But otherwise, I'm a big Aldi advocate because it's just so cheap. It's really cheap. You get a lot for your money. So this is what my things are looking at the moment, my grocery list. I do have a digital calculator on the blog as well that I use sometimes, especially if I'm planning for a month, because it just adds up everything very quickly for me. But right now, this is good for me for a week or a fortnightly shop. So my budget's $200. I'm estimating around $202. You'll have to see the grocery haul and see how I actually went. My Coles is estimated at this. I won't know until I put that in for my order tonight to see if I've come under that. But this is what it's looking like at the moment, guys. I've got everything on here. I've got laundry stuff, nappies, toilet paper, that kind of stuff. You know, bathroom I would have shampoo, conditioner, toothpaste if I need it, you know, deodorant, all that kind of stuff. I don't need anything else at the moment. So this is what it is, guys.
So that was today's meal planning, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget, if you want to join up to the VIP Lounge, I'll leave the link below. But if you just want to check out the This Mum at Home blog, head on over there and see what you can find to help simplify your life. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. And I will see you next time. Don't forget to check out the grocery haul that goes with this video. Okay, bye.